All right, so I done a lot of debating yesterday on this machine here. So a little bit of my situation. Um, I've got a CDL and drive trucks, have in the past, and it just seems like I can't land a good job. I am totally against e-logs, and I don't do well with running 10 hours whenever somebody in the office tells me to and sleeping whenever they tell me to. I don't do that. I go to sleep when I'm tired and I wake up a few hours later and I run. So, I usually haul cows, and my last job they kind of done me pretty freaking dirty. Really dirty, and it really bothered me. And so I've just kind of been doing my own thing here at the house. I built that dump truck, and I ended up selling it probably for under what I should have by a few $1,000s. But I do that because I don't have a lot of money, and we when that last job ended, um, we got the internet so that we could post videos and stuff, and been trying to maybe gain a little steam on this TikTok and YouTube and stuff, and YouTube and Facebook. I get almost no views on there. So everybody here on TikTok, I really appreciate you, following and liking and all that stuff. Um, but that's one of the reasons I wanted to scrap this machine, was to kind of regain my money. But I don't know what the hell I'm going to do with the money, after I get it. Buy another piece of crap. I mean, yeah, sure, that's a good idea. But um, up here in northern Wisconsin, it seems like I can't get work. I had that dump truck. I've got the FedEx truck. I can haul stuff with the FedEx truck, the dump truck. I could haul gravel. I put cards up all over. I put a ad on Facebook, and nobody gets back with me. Um, where I grew up in Tennessee, my phone would be blowing up. Um, and I just feel like the people up here, I don't know. I got my own opinions. But I thought maybe I could get this going, this moldboard, and maybe I could find a little bit of business doing that. So when I was down there at the auction, the guy said that it kind of sounded like there's a possibility that somebody actually poured coolant in the oil and oil in the coolant. So I'm gonna do a little test here and see if maybe it's actually not leaking. Um, so I'm gonna try to flush out the radiator. I'm gonna try to get the plug out of the oil pan. It's a really really big Allen, so I don't think that I have one that big. Um, and to be honest, I don't know where the hell to buy one. I don't know if Harbor Freight sells one that big. Um, so I'm gonna try to get the plug out of the oil pan and let all the water out that I can, and flush the radiator best I can. I mean, that stuff is gooky nasty in there. And then fill it up with just straight water and put some dye in there and start it up and see if it mixes. We'll go from there, and I'll kind of make a decision there. And tell me what you guys like. Like I say, I enjoy doing stuff like this, and the problem is I just don't have an endless amount of money where I can just go buy stuff and just do this over and over and over and keep them all in my yard until you know I get to whatever I think it's 100,000 followers before you can even make money. And then at that you have to have at least 10,000 likes within a 30-day period. So um and I think I'm under 600 right now followers. um I have like 7,000 likes. So the 100,000 likes, but I think that's 7,000 likes over like the course of like a few months. Um so yeah. uh and you might say, well, go get a job, a little part-time. Well, that'd be great, but um I don't know, wages are not very very great up here. So um So I think I'm going to try to do a little something with this thing here, and see if I can get it to running. And tell me what you like. Tell me what you think I should do. There's that guy finally got back to me with that pony motor over in Minnesota. He wants $250 for it. Is what the ad says. Maybe I'll take less. Um, but some of you have suggested, like a lawnmower motor, and I got to thinking, that would actually be kind of a cool little, a little deal, to kind of retrofit a lawnmower engine on there. So, um, I could probably find a cheap lawnmower, for 20, 30, $50 on Marketplace, and tune it up and set it up there. So tell me what you think I should do. If I get the diesel running, what do you think I should do?